Hi friend, it's Polly here from Horacio Printing. Welcome to our dream planning tutorial part 2, where I walk you through the new section of our planner all around the question, who do I want to become? I pray that 2018 for you is a year of personal growth in not just our areas of strength, but also in our areas of weakness. If you're anything like me, you like to goal plan and make dreams in our strengths. And that's beautiful, and I like to do that too, but it's also really important to assess where we're weak and build goals and dreams into those areas of our life as well. This section was inspired by Bill Hybels' sermon, The Chair, and if you haven't seen it, please watch it. If you're watching this on YouTube or on our website, I have the sermon linked below, so please take some time and watch that. I believe that the quality of your life is determined by the quality of the questions you ask yourself. And this sermon, he asks some really important questions like, if God was in charge of your schedule, what would it look like? And who do you want to become? He made the connection that our schedule truly determines who we are becoming in the next season of life. For example, if you want to be a great wife or a great husband or fluent in French, or if you want to become a pilot, or get your degree, those activities have to show up on your schedule consistently. Now, our planner and our schedule shouldn't just be about what we have to do for work, but who we really want to become in life. This section starts with an assessment of who do I want to become in all categories of my life. So here's the little wheel. Now, this isn't a hamster wheel of performance. This is not a place to get down on yourself and depressed with how you're struggling. If you're struggling in an area of your life, you are human. That is so normal. No one is perfect. We're all dealing with some sort of area of weakness or multiple areas of weakness. So don't get discouraged by finding your weaknesses. Instead, be excited that you have clarity and you're taking steps for personal growth. This is amazing. You are investing in yourself. So I commend you for doing that. I'll quickly tell you what each category means to give you a little more color. So the first category is spiritually. So how are you doing from 1 to 100 based on your potential of how your soul is doing? How is your relationship with God? Are you weary? Are you restful? Just how are you doing spiritually? Next, how are you doing physically? How are you taking care of the body that God gave you, your temple? How are you doing in your relationships? This could be any and all relationships, romantic, non-romantic. Let the Holy Spirit guide you to the relationships that you need to sow into and work on. Professionally, how are you doing with your career? Financially, how are you doing stewarding the gifts and the blessings that God has given you? Are you tithing? Are you saving? Are you tracking it all? Or are you just kind of spending money and hoping it works out and you make it to the next paycheck? It's really important that this is an area, personally, I'll be vulnerable, that has been a weak spot for me, and I've been investing in learning more how to steward my finances so that doesn't seep into all the other areas, because if you're not doing well financially or you're not doing well in your relationships, all other areas will start to be affected by that. So that's why it's really important to assess where we're at. The last category is personally, and this is really about your passions, your unique personal passions. So whether that's your education or your artistic skills or your headspace, your mental clarity, how are you doing personally and taking care of you? So you fill in this little assessment and see how you're doing on the wheel. And then from there, you kind of look at that and say, all right, well, if this wheel was attached to my car, my life, how would I run? And it'd probably be pretty bumpy, right? You could go slow, but if you started to go fast towards your purpose and towards your dreams, it's gonna get bumpy, it's gonna get difficult. So that's why it's really important to take steps towards wholeness and to surrender our areas of weakness, admit them, tell people about them, pray over them, and then create goals in that area of weakness so you can improve and basically build up all the other areas of your life so you can pursue your purpose and who God created you to be. Isn't that exciting? So After the assessment, next you declare who you want to become in all areas of your life. Start with your weakest area. Get that done first. Who do I want to become physically? I want to become someone that chases the sunshine in the morning and someone who is physically fit and just comfortable in my skin, right? Spiritually, I want to become obedient and dependent on God. Who do you want to become in these categories? And the truth is, we can declare this all day, but unless we make time for it and schedule it into our schedule, it's not going to come to fruition. So below the wheel, there's a section where you write down what's one thing I can do in each category to really make time for this in my next season. The last section in this dream planning portion is where you write down your 1 to 3 main goals in each category. So spiritually, what are your main goals of things you want to accomplish in the next 3 months? Maybe I want to read the Gospels, or maybe I want to read a great Christian book and, invest in my prayer life, or get up a little earlier and do first 15. Whatever that is for you, create those goals. And this is a great place to go back and flip back to each time you're creating your next weekly schedule. And the wheel is a great space to really understand what's priority in your life and what is not priority in your life. If something isn't edifying you and building up your spiritual life, your personal, physical, towards healthy relationships, your professional life or financial, it really doesn't belong on your schedule. So this is a great way to really say, you know what, this isn't aligning with who I'm becoming, so I can say no to that invitation, or I can say no to that distraction or activity and do something that's actually going to help me become who God has called me to become. So I hope this really helps you. This section repeats every 3 months. You get a great time to check in, see how you're doing in each category, and create new goals in each section. So if you have any questions at all, do not hesitate to reach out. You can email me at hi@horacioprinting.com or connect on Instagram. And I just would love to hear from you and connect with you. So have a wonderful day. You are so loved. Bye, guys.